What's up, everyone? How's it going? Interim Double May here, and big apologies for the lack of uploads. This has been a very chaotic week for me for multiple reasons. I'm not here to sell a soft story, nothing. Basically, got to move everything. I'll start a second job because I need more money. But I really want to focus on YouTube, so let's get started. We're talking about UFC 313, some picks. So, first thing we're gonna talk about is Marlon Santos. Like I've been saying for a long time, I like Marlon Santos. I thought he was really cool on The Ultimate Fighter. Granted, I'm not like MMA guru and thought he was gonna win it from the start. But when I saw him on the come up, I was like, oh yeah, bro, it's pretty cool. I thought he was young, but hey man, who cares? He won. He was fighting Francis Marshall. Pretty decent record, 8-2, coming off a win. He's moving down a weight class though, so that's interesting. But I have to go with Marlon Santos. His performance in The Ultimate Fighter was nothing but incredible. The way he just kind of was throwing hands with Ankalaev, led him in and bank. Obviously, Ankalaev is now 2-0 in the UFC if you include The Ultimate Fighter. But he won. So I think he should do well here, and hopefully he wins it. I'd love to see him continue to win. Next up, here's another guy who I didn't think I was like, but he just came out of nowhere and became the GOAT. Carlos Loyal, he's going to fight Alex Morono. And this one's very, very easy to, try to predict here. Alex Morono, very terrible record. One of the most terrible records I've ever seen. 11 losses. I guess it's not the worst, but, I've never seen anything impressive from him. I think he's coming off a loss. And then Carlos Leal, well, he's kind of up. Maybe I should stop talking trash. He's 5 losses away from catching up to bro. But in his last fight against Pereira, I can't pronounce his name, but where he got robbed, he looked incredible. A lot of people, including me, thought he won. And the judges said, nah, gang. So in all theories, he should beat the, little gatekeeper, Alex Morono, in a very exciting matchup. Hopefully he gets it done. And then next up, we have Bruno Pereira versus Armen Petrosyan. Be sure this is the same Armen Petrosyan who got double back-fisted KO'd by, what's his name? Shara Bullet. So I expect him to go down here too. Bruno Pereira is very powerful. We've seen him get some of the craziest knockouts ever. He literally killed RoboCop before Jared Gordon did. And to be fair, he kind of just gave up in the Jared Gordon fight. He got so tired, he just gave up. I guess he just got beat. That's the best way to put it, beat on. But here, I think he's gonna just be so powerful, Bruno Pereira. I think he's gonna go out there and just get a nice and exciting finish, getting these early prelims closed out very early. Hopefully, man, something awesome. A lot of these prelims look amazing, so pretty happy about it because now I have a lot of stuff to talk about. Sometimes I only have 3, but I digress. Then we have Joshua Van versus Rai Teixeira. Pretty low-key interesting matchup in the flyweight division. Joshua Van, 12-2. Rai Teixeira, 10-0 from Japan. A lot of these flyweights from Japan are really good. I think he has everything he's gonna need to win this fight against Joshua Van, and I'm gonna put my money on Rai Teixeira, simply on the fact that Joshua Van is kind of chinny. I think I've seen him get hurt and badly in his two of his last 3. At flyweight, it's not what you want to see, so I think Ray should take it. Now we reach some more notable names. Chris Blades. Very weird. He's number 5 in the world or something like that. Taking on a debuter, Riverdad Kuniev. Guy looks obviously in shape. Looks ready to fight for the world title, you feel me? So let's get him there as soon as possible. The peak physique of a man against the one and only Curtis Blades. Curtis Blades only has 5 losses. That's kind of crazy. Pavlovich, Francis, Derek Lewis, Tom, and maybe the first one was one I didn't know about. Against someone who you can't even see his last fight because he only has 2 pro fights. That's insane. If Curtis lose this fight, it might be time to retire, man. You can't be losing to these guys like that. So I'm going Curtis. Hopefully he just shows there's levels and why you should not have a 2-0 guy versus a 23-0 guy. No, sir. And that's gonna close out the prelims. Now we reach the main card, starting out with King Green versus Mauricio Ruffy. I mean, I know this fight's gonna be good, man. We already know how would it be when we go with King Green. King Green almost like at 50 fights in the UFC. I think this might be his 50th fight. Insane. That's just insane. And no matter where you put it. But Mauricio Ruffy is dangerous. He's such a heavy favorite. I don't know if he's the biggest betting favorite of the night. I wouldn't be surprised. But yeah, you gotta go with Mauricio Ruffy, bro. We haven't seen Bobby Green in creeping up on a year, but still, like maybe like 9 months. And yeah, he's taking time to heal. He got his arm broke and he got choked out. So I don't know if it was like the worst time off, and maybe just because of his whatever happened to his arm. But Mauricio Ruffy, how many times has he been in there? Only been in there one time, and he didn't look that good against Lon Top, even though he did have some flashy moments. But yeah, I still gotta go with Mauricio Ruffy. He's just so young and so strong. It's hard to pick against him. Then we got Amanda Lemos versus Yasmin Luciendo. Don't care, simply put. And just because Amanda Lemos lost to Val Rosas Jr. last time out, I'm gonna say Yasmin Luciendo is gonna get it done. Simple as that. Ooh, feature fight: Jalen Turner versus Ignacio Bahabundes. Now this is gonna be awesome. Jalen Turner, at least on what it says here on the UFC website, is a slight underdog, and Ignacio Bahabundes coming as the favorite. I think that's how it should be. Ignacio was looking really, really good in his last couple fights. Insane striking, even being touted as the best striker by the one and only, like hands like Canelo, Belal Muhammad. But this is his first big test up. Like, you know, we've seen him fight El Toro Manuel. You know, probably like this last like big test who wasn't really that, you know, credentialed. But now number 13th, the guy who's been in there against Moicano, Hooker, Gamera, all these names at the top. Starting to see where experience, you know, takes you places, or where just being better wins. But as far as what I think, oh man, bro, I like both of these guys so much. No homo. Ignacio has grown on me tremendously. I love his fighting style, and he's a super cool guy. I follow him on Instagram, and the things he likes are pretty funny. But I feel for Jalen Turner. He's just trying to get in there. I'm gonna pick Jalen Turner. I think he's just gonna be the faster and stronger of the two. Like we both know that both of them can crack, but I feel like Jalen's probably gonna have more pop to his punches opposed to Ignacio. But I could very easily see him, you know, the way around. Lastly, I guess not lastly, co-main event: Gaethje versus Fiziev. You know, it's supposed to be Hooker, but now that fight's gone forever. We're not gonna see that fight again. Unless I don't know. I'm just gonna say it's not gonna happen. No way it happens. It's kind of scary just because Fiziev is just chilling. That's the best way I can put it. He took no strain on his body. He's ready. Been taking all this time to get ready. Aching for a fight. Justin's looking back to get in there, looking violent. And if they're both about to crash, it's gonna be who's like more prepared, who's better prepared for the whiplash. You know, Gaethje was just knocked out cold a year ago. Fiziev hasn't been there in like 2 years, and I'm feeling if they just go into the firefight, Fiziev might just come out on top. But I love Gaethje. He's my favorite fighter. Like one of my favorite fighters. Met him, super cool. He's my man in UFC 5 lightweight division. So I'm gonna go for Gaethje. Hopefully he wins, but a little bit scared for him. And then lastly, we reached the main event: Alex Pereira versus Ankalaev. Oof, man. Now this is a fight. Remember, this one was been talked about for so long, and wow, Ankalaev's arms are so hairy, dude. think literally it comes down to how Ankalaev wants to fight it. I have no doubts that if he wanted to like web blanket Alex Pereira, he could steal a lot of the rounds. But every fight starts on the feet. All it takes is 1 second. I feel like eventually Alex is just gonna be so ready for the takedowns that he'll start like getting around them, countering them, stuffing them down, and that's gonna force Ankalaev to strike with him, and you don't want to do that with Alex Pereira. And I can't go against my big bro. That's big bro right there. So I'm gonna go Alex Pereira by knockout, second round. Hopefully this happens. I don't want to live in a world where Poatan isn't the champ. I feel like, for the most part, I don't know, cause like I feel like you reach a point when you're such a fan favorite, and you like. I'm talking about myself, or like I'm not a fan favorite, but when I'm such a fan of Alex Pereira that like you see him fight these guys, you're like, ooh, but he could probably win if he just like gets there. Jamal Hill was a little bit scary, but you knew that if Alex connected, that was all it took. And when he did, boom. Jiri, we seen him beat him first time. I predicted that he would beat him again, even easier. He did. So that wasn't that bad. Khalil Roundtree, literally saying he's just gonna strike with him. It was a fun fight, but Poatan was gonna take that all day. But here, this one is scary, man, because this guy is really, really that good. You got this, Poatan. I'm rooting for him to win. So yeah, that's gonna be it for the video, you guys. If you guys liked it, let me know. Again, sorry for the lack of uploads. I'm trying. Yeah, if you guys are new, subscribe. Thank you so much for 400 subscribers. Catch you guys in the next time. Peace.